Better late than never. So finally, nakuha ko na itong aking DJI OSMO Pocket 4. And sadya ko binili itong device na ito para makapag-shoot ng maayos sa trip ko sa Boracay together with my whole family. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Ang dami ng usage. And I would say na perfect for any type na content creators. So samahan ninyo ako, unbox natin, and I'll take you to Boracay together with me, DJI OSMO Pocket 4, bago tayo mag-review ng OSMO Pocket 4P. So tara, let's go! So ganito ang packaging niya. This is the Creator Combo. There's several options na pwede pong bilhan, pero there's basically two variant na pinaka-major niya, no? Yung standard package niya is priced at around 27,000 pesos, and yung Creator's Combo niya or CC tawag niya is priced at 37,000 pesos. I'll pop the link on the description box below, or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link. Baka pag menos pa kayo, get some vouchers coming from me, roughly mga 2,000, 2,200 or 2,500 na discount coupon. Kunting ingat lang sa online shopping kasi ang daming scammer lately. Just use yung mga verified natin and mga nire-recommend kong links. And so, ito ang box niya. Ang daming nakasulat dito sa likod. Lahat ng package na makukuha mo, everything iisa-isahin natin. Just a quick rundown lang. So, buksan natin. Outside, we get this one. Yung malaking bag na. Everything's inside. Then, of course, we have yung ating pouch. Meron siyang pouch na ganito itsura to put yung mga accessories natin. Meron siyang dalawang silica gel na do not eat, sabi niya. And there's another bag in here. I think this is yung pinaka-simple niya just to put inside yung Pocket 4P mo. Sakto lang to para sa Pocket 4P in case that you don't want to carry the whole thing around. Andito kayo ng stickers and user guides. So ito na, buksan na natin to. Osmo. So isa-isahin na natin mga things inside. We have the handle. Wala tong battery baka akala nyo may battery. Underneath, pwede mo lagyan ng 1/4 na screw pang mga tripods. Andito yung ating mini tripod na kasama. Meron din siya kasama isang ultra-wide lens. This one is new, no? Pwede mo ikabit to sa inyong 4P to give you an additional fill light. Ayos, diba? This is very innovative. For me, this is pretty cool. Perfect siyang gamitin pag medyo madilim ng area na pinag-shoot mo. Para medyo mas clear lang yung mukha mo. Meron pa siyang pa-wrist strap. Meron siyang kasamang mic inside dahil this is the Creator's Combo. I think this is the Mic Mini 2. And of course, nandito yung kanyang charging dock as well. Meron siyang standard C2C cable. Meron siyang mga clips and magnets para sa likod ng iyong mic kung however you want to mount it sa inyong damit. Meron din siyang windscreen para sa inyong mic. And ito na, ang pinaka-inaantay natin, the DJI OSMO Pocket 4. So ganito ang packaging niya. If you unbox it straight, fresh, and ganito, marami siya mga sticker na nakadikit dito. So, you have to peel it one by one. So, syempre, pilasin na natin. Ito rin, sa ilalim. And this time around, iba ng design ng kanyang case. It used to be a big case na pang hawak nitong buong OSMO Pocket, no? Okay, dating back to Pocket 3. But this time, gimbal clamp na lang ginamit niya para maliit lang and hindi masyadong nagtitake up ng big space sa inyong OSMO Pocket. Which I personally feel it's a good design. Pero for me, I still miss the whole case. Parang mas protected yung buong device mo. Yun lang ang feeling ko para sa akin. Now, itong fill light, you can put it here. Kakabit mo lang siya ng ganito. And you can turn this one on once na naka-on ang yung device. Kasi kukuha siya ng power from your OSMO Pocket 4. Now, the usual, paano to turn on, ganito lang. And yeah, magte-turn on na siya. Ganun kabilis lang, no, ang paggamit nitong OSMO Pocket 4. It's exactly the same as the Pocket 3. Kung sanay na kayo gumamit ng Pocket 3, it's almost the same. So yeah, makita nyo may light siya. Pwede ka mag brightness control. Pwede ka mag-change ng warm or cool or a mix of both. Depende sa trip mo na lang, no? If you're trying to use this one for food videography, I'll suggest you use the warm light. If you're using it for people, either use the mix of both or use the white or cool light. Pag liquid, ganito lang kabilis. Ka-countdown siya, 3, 2, 1, and it's turned off. Pabalik na siya. Now, probably the next thing na gusto mo tanong sa akin kung ano nga bang recommended ko na micro SD card para dito sa ating Pocket 4. Now, personally, I'm using this one. This is a really good na choice from King Kingston. This is the Canvas Go Plus, 1TB na binili natin para hindi ako tanggal kabit ng ating card just to put it to my PC pang transfer ng files. Kasi most of the time, nagre-record ako ng mga 4K videos. And you know, 4K videos, medyo mabigat. And this one has a 200 Mbps na read and write speed. And all of the other things na nakasulat dito, guys, pwede niyong panoorin sa ating video sa Gadget Sidekick Beyond Reviews. I'll pop the link on the description para malaman ninyo kung ano nga mga numbers na ito sa mga SD cards na binibili ninyo. And basically, you'll be putting your micro SD card here on the side and isasara mo lang siya. Now, one thing na gusto ko dito sa Pocket 4 is that kahit wala kang SD card, you have a ready-to-use the internal storage na 107GB. That's for me a big advantage na, no? Kasi if you run out of storage dito sa card mo, sabihin na natin bumili ka ng 64 or 128 lang, though medyo bitin, you still have the internal storage para makapag-shoot ka a little bit more. Ako suggest ko, at the very least, get a 256GB na storage if you want to go out for a trip, sabihin natin 2 to 3 days, like sa beach, like ako, pumunta ako sa Boracay, halos doon sa Kingston ko na card nakagamit ako ng roughly 600 or 700GB based sa aking estimation. Though hindi naman siya napuno, pero halos mapuno-puno na siya. Dahil sa dami kong footage na kinuha, I'll be honest with you. Kasi nasa testing phase ako eh. So here are some of the core specs na gusto ko i-share sa inyo. Yung kanyang sensor and lens, type 1 siya na 1-inch CMOS sensor, 20mm ang equivalent niya, and aperture 2.0. Meron siyang dynamic range of 14 stops with 10-bit na D-Log color profile, which I'll pakita ko sa inyo later. Yung kanyang video resolution, kaya na mag-shoot up to 4K and 60fps. Kaya din niya mag 4K slow motion, up to 240fps. Still photos, kaya na mag-shoot up to 37MP. Yung kanyang zoom, kaya na mag-digitally zoom up to 4 times, pero kanyang lossless na zoom is at 2 times. Parang optical zoom na siya. Yung pagdating sa audio niya, meron siya Osmo audio na 4-channel output and spatial audio recording. Battery naman niya, 1,545mAh na lithium-ion battery, rated for 240 minutes of operating time. Mabilis naman siya mag-charge, 80% in 18 minutes. And this Osmo Pocket is weighing just at around 190 grams. So, magaan, halos mas magaan lang ng konti sa isang smartphone. Now, for the fun part, one of the good things naman dito sa kanya is very easy to operate. Honestly, tuwa naman dito sa kanya kasi once that you flip it over, you can record mas prefer ko yung mga landscape photos or videos. And most of the time, kung gusto mo gumawa ng mga videos sa pang Reels, TikTok, and Shorts, you can always flip this one around and continue recording. You'll be getting a really nice na 3K 60fps na video. Now, on most occasion, tinry ko naman mag-record ng portrait kasi kinompile ko lahat ng videos ko on portrait format. Kasi most of the people watching right now is nakatayo ang smartphone. So, I think this is a good choice, no? Personally, kung mahilig ka gumawa ng mga affiliates na content or you want to go live streaming, by the way guys, so pwede mo connect to sa inyong PC at gawin mo siyang web camera, which is very nice din. Ganong feature na ito. Nagamit ko siya, extensively during one of my few live streams, nagagamit ko siya as my live stream na web camera. Now, one of the things na napansin ko dito sa kanya is parang mas maganda ang kanyang tracking. Compared sa Osmo Pocket 3, pag gusto mo mag-tracking ka, normally pag nakalagay ito sa tripod, gusto mo mag-tracking, galaw-galaw ka left and right, parang mas responsive itong DJI OSMO Pocket 4 compared sa Pocket 3. Pag Pocket 3, kung medyo na-out ka na ng scene, pagbalik mo, wala na. Stop na siya. Ito, kahit na out of scene ka, continue pa rin. Pag bumalik ka, magtatrack pa rin siya. Which is, I think, one of the advantages na itong DJI OSMO Pocket 4. Now, for most creators, I think that is a very important na feature para sa akin. It's very important. Lalo na kung mag-isa ka na mag-vlog. Wala kang cameraman. You're just doing everything just by your own self. This is a very, very nifty tool. Tinry ko naman maglakad sa beach. Tinry ko naman tumakbo sa beach. And quite stable din ang kanyang gimbal. Most of the time, I'm shooting on horizontal mode and shooting at 4K and 60. Masasabi ko sa inyo guys, on outdoor, pag magandang sunlight, you'll be able to get some really nice shot. Be it on the beach, beach or on the garden or wherever you are, kahit kumain ka lang, pwede mo iharap sa sarili mo ang iyong camera and talk directly. And for most part, wala akong dalang microphone. I'm just using this one para matest ko fully ang kanyang audio dito sa Pocket 4, yung kanyang native na microphone. And here's a quick sample, pakinggan nyo. Guys, right now hawak natin ang DJI OSMO Pocket 4 and right now I'm strolling here sa seashore. No matter if you're taking for portrait or landscape, it's very easy to shift and I can say that it's pretty easy and pretty stable. O diba, malinis ang kanyang audio eh. Honestly, I think meron siyang noise cancelling na built-in to give you that cleaner audio kahit wala kang microphone na suot, yung kanyang by default na microphone. So, kung sumasakay ng mga speed jet, normally, di ba, matagtag yan, di ba? Naput itong camera nito into full test, tinry ko naman mag-shoot, no? Kahit medyo matagtag, ganon. Yung smoothness ng video, mapapansin mo, parang hindi gumagalaw yung speed mo, parang smooth lang yung kanyang pagtakbo. Pero in fact, talagang matagtag. Mahihilo-hilo na nga ako kasi nagsishake-shake ako ng ganito. Now, on most of the time naman, pag nagsishoot ako, hindi ko tina-turn on itong mga beautification niya, no? Pero you can always use yung mga beautification niya in case gusto mo medyo mas smoothen out mukha mo, mas malinis ang mukha mo. You can always play with the pro mode, which is kakalikutin mo lang naman siya. And most of yung mga kanang menu dito are very easy to use, very easy to navigate. Halos makaiba self-explanatory na lang. Lalo if you're coming off from the OSMO Pocket 3, hindi naman mahirap gamitin to OSMO Pocket 4. Now, on most occasion, ang aking portrait na video is set sa 3K and 60. Pag once naka-landscape naman ako, it's a automatic na 4K and 60 FPS na resolution. Now, there are several modes naman ng kanang gimbal. You can always use yung follow. Ito yung pinakamadaling gamitin. Pwede ka mag-tilt lock or pwede mo rin gamitin tong FPV mode niya. Ako, most of the time, naka-FPV mode naman ako or there are times na ginagamit ko rin ang follow mode. Now, yung pagmalaki ko muna sa the shots na na-capture ko dito sa Boracay, especially kung naglalakad ka sa beach, masasabi sa inyo guys, ang ganda ng scenery, ang linis ng beach. Probably one of the things na magusto mo dito sa beach sa Boracay is that yung water sobrang linis. But of course, siyempre, sometimes there are some algae na di maiwasan, di ba naman sila naglilinis every day. But on most occasion, you'll see the color blue na water, which is sobrang refreshing, especially kung gusto mo magbakasyon, magpahinga. Talagang Boracay is one of the best destination here in the Philippines. Ako suggest ko sa inyo, no, punta kayo sa Station 1 para mas tahimik kung talaga gusto mong hindi maingay. Pero kung gusto mong medyo party-party kayo, go to Station 2. Pero ako, I prefer mas Station 1 ako. And syempre, shoutout muna sa mga friends natin sa Dalin Boracay. Very hospitable and very nice ang kanilang staff. And I've been always staying there sa Dalin Boracay. And happy naman mga kids ko dun eh. So, I don't bother changing hotel every now and then. Now, on most occasion naman, nung ginamit ko tong pocket gimbal na ito, na Osmo Pocket 4, sobrang happy naman ako sa kanyang performance. Be it outdoor, indoor, okay. Magandang sikat ng araw, madilim, okay naman siya kahit low light. Now, the pinaka-importante sa akin na personally, yung pinakamalaking improvement niya dito compare sa Pocket 3 is pag madilim na. Sa Pocket 3, halos wala kang masyado makita kung sobrang dilim na. Pero dito sa Pocket 4, guys, ibahin mo siya. Tinry ko naman siya on night mode and I was really surprised with yung mga outcome nito. Mas makikita mo ng mga tao, mas malinaw siya. Though hindi naman sobrang perfect, pero at the very least, it has improved a little bit drastically compared sa Pocket 3. Now, some of my favorite shots dito is yung sunset shot. Sobrang ganda ng pag-capture ko dito, no? Halos parang capture ba ng DSLR yan? Pag hindi marunong tumingin ng tao, no? Ganda ng capture mo. Parang image quality ng DSLR yan, Are you sure? And it really shows, no, na talagang very much capable tong camera ni DJI. And I'm personally happy and recommending this camera to most of the content creators, no? Kahit yung mga tipong gusto mo mga sporty na content creators, pwede mo ilagay ito ng mount. Pwede mo siyang gamitin, no? I think meron siya mga motorcycle mount na pwede mo gamitin. And there are a lot of attachments na nakita ko from small rig na pwede mo ikabit dito sa Pocket 4, which will personally make your experience with the Pocket 4 more smoother to use and much friendlier to shoot. And of course, pag gusto nyo bumili ng storage, I personally recommend this one from Kingston, ang Canvas Go Plus. This is definitely one of my top choice pagdating sa storage, micro SD man or SD card. Whenever I need storage, Kingston is the first one that always comes to my mind. Now, I'm pretty sure na mas excited na kayo makita ang review natin sa Osmo Pocket 4P, which I'm planning to buy pretty soon para ma-test out natin and probably ma-compare din natin dito sa Pocket 4 kung anong pinagkaiba nila dalawa. Ano nga ba dapat mong kunin? Pocket 4 okay na? Or should you get the Pocket 4P na mayroon mas magandang zooming capability? So, it depends kung anong pangangailangan mo. But of course, lagi naman sabihin nila, the higher the better, si 4 Pro or si 4P. Pero there are times na okay na ang Pocket 4. Ako personally, happy naman ako sobra dito sa performance ng Pocket 4. And I do highly recommend this one to any content creator or just simply anyone na gusto magkaroon ng good family moments. I think this one is definitely the one for you. So if you're interested to buy itong DJI Osmo Pocket 4, I'll pop the link on the description box below or just simply click yung aking YouTube shopping link para makamenos kayo ng vouchers coming from me to you. So of course guys, in-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa aking channel so you don't miss out ng mga reviews just like this one, si DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Paano guys, hanggang dito muna ako. I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.